Good evening, all. This is just a quick update on a study we're doing now called Project Crystal Ball. Project Crystal Ball is discussing the origins and really the birthplace of psychic mediums' abilities. For example, were they there from birth, or were they gifted at some other point in their life? And when I say gifted, by what? These abilities can be learned, but I've got a strong feeling that there's also a trade-off at some point. A conscious or unconscious thing is made, an agreement, a contract almost, where people are then given these abilities, and they work. They're real. I have been quite privileged to see a few psychic mediums at work, and some of those I thought, there's just no way on God's earth that guy knows this thing or that person, but they just do. And you think, wow, that's pretty amazing. Now, what you got to think about this, it's more amazing than you realise. Psychic mediums aren't just receiving messages from the dead. They're receiving messages from the universe, a time that we don't understand. That's what fascinates me the most, is we're not just talking about messages from their loved ones and such like, and I'd be very careful about accepting messages from so-called loved ones, because there are other things out there, and those things don't mean you to feel good about yourself. They want to attach themselves to you. They found another person that they can go and live on their misery of. So you have to be very careful with these entities. The SEPI Agency call these things extra dynamic. Keep my teeth in and a bit of a drink, I think. Extra dimensional entities. Now, these things are parasites. They live in a zone that we can't see, in a dimension that we can't see or feel. Some of us do, we get a glimpse. I think some psychic mediums unknowingly tap into this energy, these things, on a very low vibrational level, and they can attract them just for literally doing the most benign thing. A person who's lost someone, they go and see a psychic medium, and the psychic medium is doing, trying to help this person get through their bereavement maybe. But these entities are there. They're circling like sharks, waiting for your antenna to spring up into the ether and broadcast your low vibration. And they smell that blood miles off, and they'll come for you. And they will sound and behave just like the person you think you're talking to. And they will, look like them. If you have an image in your head, they can look like them too. And they will know all of your memories from that person. These entities are so advanced, they can literally tap into any time frame throughout your life, your milestones. They'll pick up the milestones from your life and all those in the room around you. They are very, very unique. I'm almost in awe of them, but I don't respect them. I don't respect them because they're making our lives a misery. They're not giving you anything really. And the poor psychic medium themselves, this is what the study's about. I'm not saying every psychic medium has an EDE, as I call them, extra dimensional entity, or the old word, which is worse, demon. Don't use demon. It just empowers these things. It brings up fear. Forget that. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not playing their game. So let's just give them a clinical name, EDE, extra dimensional entity. And some may be saying, oh, they're multi-dimensional, they're interdimensional. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter what we call them. I've just settled for extra dimensional because they work on extra dimensions. It's really that simple. We've got to make it more clinical. And I know that I was going to upset a few people that were, are very into spirituality. I am too. I'm not dismissing any of that stuff, but I am trying to warn people that these things are real and they exist, and we must first of all recognize them and rebut them. If we want to have a healthy life, we need to really accept what they are. And at the end of the day, they're just entities just trying to feed. That's all they're trying to do. It's like you and me. We want to go to a restaurant, want nice food, don't we? And just eat good things and feel good about us. These things are just surviving. So I kind of feel sorry for them. But we are not KFC for them. We're not going to be the McDonald's for them. We're just not going to feed them. It's time to really get a grip of this, okay? Let's just forget the whole, it's a demon. It said his name was Baal or Lucifer, and they're going to give you any name you want to hear. They are going to give you any name you want to hear. They could be Elvis Presley, Bruce Lee, whatever you wish to be talking to. They will sound like them and behave like them, but they're not them, okay? So the next time you get a message from a psychic medium from, and it turns out to be true, you should be really grateful, because it's come at a cost to that psychic medium probably. So they've tapped into this time dilation. This, we invented linear time. Linear time does not exist. We've just invented it so we know what time to go and have our dinner or meet people, to go down the pub. That's the only reason we came up with a linear time scale, just so we can put things to happen now, future, back in the past, okay? It's not really real. Time is all happening at once, like a big ball. Make a big ball of string, and every thread wraps around itself, and there's points where it intersects, meaning it lands on top of each other. So a nice strong point there in the X marks the spot almost, which you can be used as a portal, and a jump point, and they can jump all over, bang, 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 bang. They can just go. So their unique ability to tap into your memories or your milestones from your life, and all those in a room, they can do that. They are really, really powerful in their own realm. However, they're not powerful here. If they're going to harm anyone, they have to get someone else to do it. If they're going to harm you, they've got to get you to do it. They've got to get making you feel bad about yourself. Okay, they can't actually appear like in the Hollywood films and do horrible stuff. They just can't. But I've known to make people do terrible, unspeakable things. And that's why we've got to stop this. That's why we've got to recognise this for what it is. So I've got a video. There's a video. If you look on our channel. I think the thumbnail says "Demons No Longer," but it is an introduction to EDEs and the whole concept about what they are and how you can fight back. And without giving it a spoiler for everybody, go and watch it, please. Go and watch my videos. Please subscribe. I am putting a lot of work into these things, and we just need more subscribers to get it rid of its feet. But go and look at that video. It will give you the whole introduction about them, about what you can do, the characteristics to look for, by the way, which is really important, and then what you can do to fight back. And it really is as simple as it sounds, but as difficult as it is, it's about changing a lifestyle. If these things, sorry, there's next door banging. If these things are in your life, and you're eating too much, drinking too much, taking drugs you really should not be taking, ladies and gentlemen, doing bad things, and even you might find yourself going, why the earth do I do these things? What is wrong with me? Why do I mess up every good thing in my life? Well, it might not be you. It might not be your fault at all. You might not get voices in the head like schizophrenics are a fault too. They may not manifest as voices in your head. They may just manifest in your behaviour and your actions. So, my good people, it's time to regain your free will. Yes, your free will. That is a tool to really fight back. You've got to start saying to yourself, I don't consent to this any longer. I do not consent to be a Big Mac for you. Not having it. Not having it. And that's what you've got to say to yourself. Literally, I do not consent for EDE. I was going to say demon then. I don't consent for an EDE to feed off me. If I'd made a contract with you, knowingly or unknowingly, then I now refuse it at no detrimental cost to me or others. That's important that you say that bit. Make sure that it's clear that you break that contract with no negative effects, no ill effects to you or others around you, because they may try and harm others. If they can't feed from you, they'll feed from somebody else. Now, they can't be killed. You can't destroy energy. So get that out of your head. All those demon hunters out there, you can't kill a demon. Okay? Not happening. They're not demons, they're EDEs masquerading for your entertainment. That's all they are. Just stop empowering them and playing along with their game. Stop it. It's not doing anyone any good. So I get quite angry about that because I'm just fed up with the whole demonology thing. Okay, I've got a book up here, Demons and Demonology. So it's a huge book, about that thick. Every single demon is listed in there. Every single lie of what an ED has told somebody is listed in there. Strangely, Jesus Christ is listed in there. Who knew? But we need to fight back, people, and that's regaining your own free will. Remembering that you have your own free will. There's no force in the entire universe stronger than your own free will. There's things out there that are really good at tricking you to giving it up, but they can't control it. It's like the love spells, and you see these witches, I'm going to do a love spell, that person can fall in love with you. You can't make somebody fall in love with you because it's not your free will to do that. I mean, maybe the spell will make them more likable to you. I don't know, but no one's going to fall in love with you if they're not in love with you, because that works very in tandem with free will. So, but that's where it starts. Regaining your power in your own free will and getting that back, and then saying, I don't consent to this. Always say it daily as an affirmation, and then start looking at your lifestyle. What am I doing? What cycle of negativity am I perpetuating on a daily basis? What am I doing? Is it the job? Is it my circle of friends? Word circle. Is it my family situation? Is it money troubles? That's hard to solve, clearly. But make them small steps, positive steps, and warp this circle and eventually twist it to the point it breaks. And you suddenly realize one day that you don't feel as bad as you used to. You don't feel achy and depressed and like, I don't want to go out and avoiding people. That can all stop. But it takes a long time. It does take a long time. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. It's hard, very hard, because you've probably been dealing with this for most of your life, let's guess. So, yeah, the SEPI Agency don't just investigate UFOs and such like. We are pushing out new hypotheses out there. The EDEs is one of our hypotheses. It doesn't mean that we've invented the term. It doesn't mean that we've reinvented demons. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that we've got to start looking at these things on a more human level, almost treating them as these things have been around probably a lot longer than us. A lot longer than us. They've come across our miserable little planet, and the planet's not miserable. It's a lovely little ball of happiness and beautiful things on it. Unless you live in Essex. But loads of good things in it. And then we came along and kind of we're not really messing up the planet. People telling you, yeah, there's plastic in the seas, get rid of that. It's stupid. Okay, but we're not creating the planet's not become negative because of us. The planet doesn't give a toss about us, really. It's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. It's always going to do its thing. But we are the thing sending out that negative energy. We are collectively, what are we up to now? 10 billion on the planet, counting. It's a lot of us. That's a lot of energy. And if a lot of us are miserable and depressed, then you're going to send out that big signal there, and all these entities are going to swing our way, and they've been here for as long as we have, probably longer, searching for the next food source. So I have empathy for them. They must feed. But does it have to be you? No, it doesn't have to be you. Does it have to be the human race? No, it doesn't need to be the human race. There's plenty of life out there in the universe. Plenty. Despite what everyone tells you in mainstream legacy dead media, forget them. And any scientists that are paid to just keep that narrative going. You know, we've got to remember today, science has hit a block probably from about 1920s when the education system was changed. Oh, I'm going on a rant now. Dave, stop. Got to stop. I've got to stop. I won't go into that. But I only will end that bit by saying if you're paid to keep up a certain narrative, you know, you've got to keep a roof over your head, you've got to pay the bills, which are increasing every single day. I get the pressure, okay? But science is about opening the doors, asking the questions, and looking at all possibilities, and not rejecting anything. By rejecting something, you're missing the whole point of what science really is. And I don't care if people start saying, well, this is pseudoscience, and so be it. It's pseudoscience. Give it a label. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. But nonetheless, it'll help more than a Prozac will, to put it that way. I often wonder if these pharmaceutical companies are invested by these things in those people's heads, literally saying, you do this for us, and I'll give you riches. Oh, aren't they just? Aren't they just? So, let that sink in. The next video I'm going to be working on, which is going to be a follow-up to the EDE introduction, is going to start looking and turn the camera back on Hollywood and the pop stars, rock stars of film stars, and again, the emphasis on the word stars, illumination. We're going to look at those individuals and go, should we really be idolizing these people? And where did they really get that talent? Is that gifted? At what cost? How many is little thing? Help me out, guys, in this research, if you don't mind. Send me any videos you've got of pop stars, rock stars, or movie stars saying how they sold their souls to the devil. Send it my way. I can include it in the new video because you're going to find a lot. There's a lot out there that said it. And they always say tongue in cheek. Oh, someone sold to the devil. Yeah, maybe we should be listening to that a little bit more deeply. Because there are some people out there with immense talent. Some of that talent is by sheer hard work and practice. And some of it just seems to be natural. Is it natural? Well, that's what we're going to be asking. So look out for the new video. And as ever, please like and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell and select all so you get all the notifications through. We're trying to reach a 500 mark subscriptions by the end of the month, and was it now 16th of March now? I think we're on about 274 currently, so we're struggling. So please help us out by liking, subscribing, and push this video out far and wide. And if you want to chat more about EDEs, contact us at the SEPI Agency. So visit our website www.sepi-agency.com. That's SEPI. SEPI-agency.com, and you can contact us through there or report an incident and we'll investigate. And as you'll see, we do it quite diligently and we do really take everything seriously. We look at everything, the people involved, we analyze footage, we do the whole lot. So free of charge, crazy, crazy. So I'm going to stop going on now. You have yourselves a pleasant evening. Take care, and as ever, be good.